Part 2. I'm technically challenged. All right, so you just got done stretching out that right quad, and we're gonna do the other side. So from here, go ahead and switch your arm, switch your cheek, and let's take the other side. Go ahead and bend that left leg. Start to draw the foot in towards your body as you drag your hips down and towards the floor. And find your breath. Same thing. Each time you exhale, press your hips a little further. And then slowly releasing that leg. Go ahead and come all the way back to center. Bring your hands by your chest. Press through the knees. And let's take a child's pose. So taking the knees wide, shift your hips back, arms are long, and bring your forehead to the mat if that's possible. We're going to do a little bit of explorative movement here. So start to walk your hands all the way over to the right and reach long with your left fingers. From here, I want you to feel free to start shifting right and left through the chest, the shoulders, and kind of find that sweet spot on whether you need a little bit of extra stretch through the outside of the shoulder, maybe down into the back. And once you find that sweet spot, find your edge, use your breath from here. So you're already in this elongated stretch. As you inhale, right, you're expanding through the ribcage, so you're pushing that stretch even just a little further. And then slowly releasing, walk it all the way to the center, and let's take the other side. So reaching long with the right fingertips. Same thing, kind of go back and forth, find that sweet spot for you, and really come back to your breath. If you need a little extra, you can always take that left hand and push as you pull with the right hand, creating more tension on the outside of the shoulder. Again, really letting your breath expand. Extend your rib cage so it deepens into your stretch. And then coming all the way back to center. From here, shifting forward, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, and lift your hips for down dog. I'm going to be moving into three-legged dog. We're going to be moving into pigeon. So if you prefer to do that from hands and knees, you can bring the right leg up from here. Otherwise, right leg comes up for three-legged dog. So keeping your hips parallel to the floor so that your right toes are turned down and not out. Allow that left heel to sink a little further into the mat. And then from here, bending the right knee. Now start to open the knee up towards the ceiling, stacking your hip bones. And then coming back to center and moving to pigeon. Bring the right knee to the outside of the right wrist. And walk your left leg back. So you're going to find a comfortable position here. If you need more of a stretch, bring your foot away from your body. If you need less, bring it in towards your body. And find a place where you're not shifted one way or another. And if you need a little extra cushion, feel free to place a blanket or a block underneath that right hip. So it would look something like this. Your other option is just to place it underneath your pelvis, and that gives you a little bit of room through the hip joint as well. So finding your place and slowly start to sink into it. Find your breath. And from here, instead of pressing into this, trying to get the deepest stretch, I want you to let your breath do the work for you. So each time you exhale, just allow yourself to sink a little further into the mat. See if you can release any tension that you're consciously holding. And allow that stretch to start happening passively today. As you sink, if you want to start to extend one arm or maybe both, if your chest is touching the floor, you can do that. And take 2 more breaths here. If you need a little bit more, think about rotating the front of your left thigh towards the mat. And then start to walk your hands in towards your body, lifting through the chest and rotate, really pressing the front of that left hip down. You can stay here, maybe adding the back leg, taking a bend, or if you want, taking a bind. Pressing the foot into the hand, lifting through the chest, and your front hand can go to the floor, to the thigh, to the ceiling, or maybe you can reach back for that foot. I cannot. And then slowly releasing that leg, tucking the back toes and sending the front leg back for down dog. Just start to walk out the legs here. So take any movement that feels good. This does not have to be a traditional movement. I just want you to bring some blood flow back into the legs, maybe shifting your legs or your hips right to left. You can even come into your knees. And whenever you're ready, find yourself right back into your down dog. Let's take the other side. Left leg up. Three-legged dog. Allow that right heel to sink. Left toes are facing down. And then from here, bending that left knee, start to lift it to the ceiling, opening through the hips, stacking your hip bones as much as possible. And then coming back to center, let's take pigeon other side. Left knee to the outside of the left wrist and find your space. Again, moving the foot, making sure you're not shifted one way or another, and slowly sink into it. Nice and easy. So most of you who are watching tonight have taken many classes with me. You know there's 1,000 variations of pigeon. You can take any of them that are comfortable. So if for any reason pigeon is not comfortable, you can always do this seated. Right? You can bring a block or something underneath, couch cushion, and you can continue to lift that. We'll walk through many more as we get more videos going. Couple more breaths, just sinking a little further with each breath, with each exhale. And from here, slowly start to walk your hands in towards your body. Again, lifting the chest. This time pressing the front of the right hip down. Staying here, adding a leg or adding a bind. Front hand can go wherever's comfortable. And then releasing that top hand, releasing the leg, and this time just rolling onto that left hip and bringing the right leg all the way around. Bringing the legs to the front of the mat and just shake them out. As you inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, forward fold. Not worried about form, so just allowing yourself to drape over, release the low back. And then sliding the hands all the way back up. From here, go ahead and cross the left leg over. Opposite arm wraps. You're going to inhale, grow tall, and exhale, take a twist over to the left. As you're here, focus on driving that left hip down into the mat as you draw the left knee into your chest. So it's as if the knee and hip are reaching away from one another. And then come back to center. Keep the leg, but switch the arm and take an open twist. So you're going to feel this much more in the torso. So as you breathe, expand through the belly. That deep breathing in any twist is really good for digestion, kind of moves along monthly cycle. Just get stuff moving. And then coming back to center, go ahead and release that leg, shake it out. Let's take the other side. Right leg crosses over, opposite arm wraps, inhale, grow tall, and exhale, twist over towards the right. Same thing, but this time you're driving that right hip down, right knee into your chest. And then keeping your leg and switching your arm, take the other side. Same thing as before, as you expand, really breathe through your belly. And then coming back to center, releasing the legs and shaking them out. So from here, go ahead and take your legs as wide as you can. This is my straddle. And I want you to rotate or think about rotating the front of your pelvis down towards the floor. So if that's not happening, and you find that your low back just rounds out no matter what it is that you do, reach back, grab the mat, and just shift yourself forward as you open through the chest. If you need to, just hold here. You're trying to find a flat spine. If you can hold that without your back rounding out, walk your hands forward. From here, slowly start to walk forward, but you're bringing your belly button down, not your shoulders. So you won't go down near as far, but that's okay. You're going to continue to use your breath the same way you did in pigeon. And now I want you to actively start to press through your hips, driving yourself forward, even if you're still using the hands behind you, and reach your arms long if they're in front. And if you're really wanting more from this, driving your legs down into the mat at the same time, or into the floor, and then staying low, reaching the arms long, walk your hands all the way over to the left, reaching long with both arms. And then walking your hands all the way back to center, staying as low as possible. Take it all the way over towards the other side. Again, reaching long with both arms. One more time, coming back to the center. Take one more full breath. And then nice and easy, come all the way up. We're going to add in the low back from here. So left hand comes down. You're going to start to rotate so that your chest is open. And if you have the flexibility to keep your chest open as you drop to the elbow, great. If not, just stay right up by the hand. You're going to start to bring your right arm up and lengthen through the fingertips, so grow tall. You're going to press into the inside of your left leg to open through the chest. And from here, taking a side bend. So trying not to round it out, you're going to try to keep open. If you can reach the, the toes, you got enough flexibility to come to the shoulders, great. There's really no need. Still breathing deeply. And nice and easy, come up all the way. Release that arm down. I'm going to take the other side, right hand, right elbow, whichever works best for you, left arm up. Find your space, your chest is lifted, and let's take the other side. reaching long through your fingertips. Find your breath. And you're actively still pressing into your inner thigh, rotating the shoulder back and down as you open through the chest. Slowly come all the way up. And then from here, just grabbing the inner thighs, bring your legs to the front and shake them out. As you inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, fingertips facing the toes. Start to open through the shoulders, and you can stay right here, drawing the shoulders back and down, finding your breath. If you need more, maybe dropping the feet in and pressing through the feet, lifting your hips. And your hips are only going to come as high as your shoulders will allow. And if you need a little movement, taking a little movement, trying not to drop the head back and scrunch through the neck, right? And whenever you're ready, slowly dropping the hips. And then coming all the way to the front, releasing your arms. And then slide your hands up. From here, go ahead and move to the front of your mat. You're going to skip to the front and you're rolling down to your back. So you can make this one vertebrae at a time if possible, either holding the thighs, holding the floor, or just using your abdominals. Nice and slow. Coming all the way down. Walking your feet in, hands by your sides, palms are down, and you're moving into a bridge pose. So from here, pressing into your feet, tuck your tailbone and lift the hips. As you're here, really starting to press your knees towards the front of the room and engage your inner thighs. You're going to squeeze them together just a little bit. One more breath. Neck is long, so you're gazing out over your belly. And then nice and slowly roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Drawing your knees in towards your chest and taking your arms straight out to the sides like a T. Palms are down, and just let your knees fall over to the left. Trying to keep your right shoulder in contact with the floor, and maybe gazing over that right arm. So you're going to twist again, find your breath, expand through your belly. And if you feel like you just need something different today, you can add a top leg or both legs. They aren't necessarily harder, they're just different. And then bending the knees, bring them back to the ceiling, take the other side. Same thing this time, keeping the left shoulder down into the ground. Again, you can straighten one leg or both legs if that feels good. And then coming all the way back to the center, draw your knees into your chest and just start to draw circles with your knees on the ceiling. So make those circles as big as you like. And then take them in the other direction. And then coming back to center, just releasing your legs down and moving into your final Brojasavasana. So whatever that is for you, you can extend through the legs, allow the arms and legs to open. If you're watching your low back, maybe keeping the feet wide, bending at the knees, propping the knees together. Maybe you prefer a seated position. So finding some place where you can be comfortable in your body, close your eyes. And just taking a moment to come back to your breath. Just for a moment, if you notice outside thoughts are buzzing in, just acknowledge the thought and let it go. And just for a moment, just bring it right back to the mat. It's just you, your breath, and your mat. That's it. Next inhale, take a full inhale in. As you exhale, release any air you have left in the lungs. And before we end practice today, I invite you just to lie in a feeling of gratitude, or gratefulness. With all of this stuff going on, it's easy to get caught up in the stress and chaos of what's happening in our lives, but really start to feel that feeling internally of being grateful for your body, for your health. You can add whatever you'd like to add to that list today. Whenever you're ready, I invite you to bring your hands together in front of your heart. Start to rub the palms together, creating a little bit of heat in the hands. And then choosing to place your hands over your heart and your belly or over your eyes. Just taking a moment to give your body some self-love. Whenever you're ready, taking any last movement that will feel good for you, whether that be a stretch over arms over the head or knees into the chest. Maybe just rolling on to either side that's comfortable. And then with as little effort as possible, coming all the way back to a comfortable seated position. And then bringing your fingertips to the floor. As you inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Thanks, guys. If you have any comments or anything you'd like to see in the next couple of days with videos, just put them down below and I'll make sure I get to them. All right, thanks.